The Fantastic Four: First Steps is directed by Matt Shakman. It is the latest film in the MCU, and it tells the story of the Fantastic Four. They're already gotten their superpowers, set in this retro futuristic 1960s setting, and this time they must deal with Galactus, this life form from space who is known for consuming planets. And yeah, they must stop him before he, consumes Earth and also tries to take Sue Storm's baby. Okay, the Fantastic Four: First Steps. This was a tricky one to pull off because the Fantastic Four have never had a good cinematic outing, ever. Especially in 2015. We don't talk about that one, that fucking piece of shit. Anyways, what did I think of the Fantastic Four: First Steps? Did the MCU pull off the Fantastic Four? You goddamn right they did. This movie is fucking wonderful. I loved every second of this movie. One of the main reasons why this movie is so good is that this movie nails the family dynamic. The Fantastic Four actually feel like a family. This movie actually takes the time to see them spend time with each other, bond, help each other through, fighting crimes and shit like that. And then, of course, the teamwork when they get into, major, massive battles. It's all here, and it's done to perfection. This movie nails that. It nails that family dynamic beautifully. Now let's talk about those action sequences. The action sequences in this movie they're actually really fucking excellent. They are exhilarating, I'll add. There's only a couple big action sequences in this movie. This is probably one of the least action-packed MCU movies, but when the action happens, it is phenomenal. It is some of the most creative and fun action you'll see in a while. Every time, my favorite one is the one in space. They're trying to escape Galactus's lair, I guess you'll call it. And then it's basically just a big chase scene in space with the Silver Surfer, and it is fun. It is such a blast. Like, they're flying through debris, and then they're in this wormhole, and then they end up going they end up going towards this black hole just to lose the Silver Surfer. It is nuts, and I absolutely loved it. And then, of course, it's followed by this really intense scene with Sue Storm giving birth to her and Reed Richards' baby. This When this movie gets intense, it really gets intense, and that's one of the things I love about this movie too. Unlike a lot of MCU outings lately, this movie balances the humor and the serious moments perfectly. There's a nice, even balance between funny moments and serious moments. It knows when to be funny and it knows when to be serious. And especially like this and Thunderbolts, with these two movies being such high quality for the MCU, and especially with two high quality MCU movies in a row, and that hasn't happened in a long time. I think the MCU might be getting their shit back together. I mean, it's who knows what next year will bring. We only got two MCU movies next year. And I mean, I am hopeful for those two, especially Spider-Man. But yeah, Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four both give me hope. Deadpool and Wolverine gave me hope last year, and then Captain America Brave New World was kind of a stumble. It's not a terrible movie, but it did kind of stumble, and then now you got two great ones in a row. And the future is looking bright again. I'm happy. And another brilliant thing about this movie is Michael Giacchino's score. This is one of the best scores he has done in a long time. I loved every once in a while I'll actually listen to the score for this movie just on Spotify or something. It's really that great. It feels very cinematic. It feels very orchestra heavy, and it's so great to hear. It was great to hear in the theater, and even on my sound system, because I own the Blu-ray too. It actually sounds immaculate. It is a great sounding score. Sounds great on a sound system at home, and it sounded awesome in the theater. Great job, Michael Giacchino. You made a great score. I actually hope this score gets nominated for Best Original Score at the Oscars, because it really deserves it. This is his best score since The Batman. I also really enjoyed the visual effects in this movie. Not all of them. Not all of the effects are great. There's only one like glaring issue with the visual effects, and it didn't bring the movie down at all for me though. And that's with this baby, like the baby of Reed Richards and Sue Storm. That's really the only kind of iffy aspect of the visual effects in this movie. Other than that, they look fantastic, especially the outer space scenes. They look fantastic. It is gorgeous to look at. This movie is surprisingly a visual feast. And not only are the visual effects great, but also the set design, the whole retro futuristic look of this movie. It's so imaginative and so creative. It's actually really impressive. I never thought the MCU could really get this creative with the sets. I haven't seen this much like effort put into like a period piece set in the MCU anyways since Captain America the First Avenger. I mean, Captain Marvel is technically a period piece too, but man, that is nothing compared to like the set design for this. It's mind-blowing how good it is. I never thought I would ever see a Fantastic Four movie with this much effort and imagination put into it. I sincerely applaud the filmmaking team behind this movie. So in the end, the Fantastic Four First Steps is way better than I was expecting it. Absolutely. But not only that, this movie's fantastic. This is absolutely one of the best films of 2025. It looks great. It has great action. Very likable characters. I loved all of the characters in this movie. It's fun, thrilling, intense, funny, creative. It's all the best things you could say about a great MCU film. And yeah, it really brings me a lot of hope for the future of the MCU. Something that I never thought I would say, considering the past few years where quality in the MCU has been very off and on, very inconsistent. But yeah, this and Thunderbolts both gave me some great hope for the future of the MCU. I'm serious. Fantastic Four First Steps is wonderful. It's fantastic. I am going to give the Fantastic Four First Steps an A+.